Hey there, this is Stacy from Kzoo Keto. This is the second episode in the mini Thanksgiving side dish series. We are making a baked garlic Parmesan cauliflower mash. That's a lot of words. And it comes from a website called lowcarbdelish.com. We'll have that link below. What do you need for all these words? Butter, cream cheese. Recipe calls for fresh dill. I did not go to the store, so we're using dried dill. Dillweed. Garlic. You're supposed to have onion salt. I don't know what onion salt is, so we're making our own onion salt with the onion powder and the salt. And then of course the cauliflower and Parmesan cheese. It's supposed to be fresh grated. Again, didn't go to the store. We're all about shortcuts today. Let's see how to make it. Onion salt. Apparently we had some. I never heard of it. He already bought it. I didn't know we had it. So he had to prove me wrong off camera that there is such a thing as onion salt. And we do have it. So, onion salt. The recipe calls for fresh cauliflower. Again, shortcuts. We have riced cauliflower. I am going to cook this according to the instructions on the bag, which is microwaving it. Otherwise, if you have the fresh cauliflower, you're going to chop it up and you're going to steam it until you can easily pierce it with a fork. But we're going to the microwave. And then you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So it's very important when you are done with the cauliflower, whether you use the riced cauliflower that you make in the microwave or you steam it yourself, it's very, very important to get the water out. Otherwise, it takes for freaking ever to cook. We're using a cheesecloth method where you kind of put the cheesecloth in a bowl, dump the cauliflower in there. Of course, wait until it's cool enough to touch. And then you just very tightly wrap it around and then you start twisting it. And you don't want any holes up here. So you make sure everything's all twisted up and then you just start twisting it. And just squeeze it. Squeeze it, squeeze it. Get all the water out. Now we are going to dump it in our bowl. Once you get all the water out, you're going to mash it. If you have a masher. You could do it that way, or if you have a food processor, you can process it. Our food processor bowl is broken right now. Too many macadamia nuts. So I'm mashing it with our potato masher that never gets used on potatoes anymore. And it's not mashing very well because it's already riced. So I just wanted to use it for a minute. We opted to soften our butter and our cream cheese to make it easier to incorporate because at this point you pretty much just dump everything in there and then mash it some more. Celery salt. Oh, my apologies. I just started dumping because it was fun. So it is 6 tablespoons of butter, which I already dumped in, 2 ounces of cream cheese, which I already dumped in, 1 teaspoon of the celery salt, onion salt. We have celery salt. I know about the celery salt. Oven's ready. 3 cloves of garlic, which is 1½ teaspoons if you're using minced garlic. The recipe does call 1 to 2 tablespoons of fresh dillweed, so I'm only using 1 tablespoon of dried. And then 1 cup of fresh or grated Parmesan cheese. Let's mash it all up. I've never used a masher. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Are you mashing?
I'm doing something.
Well, if you feel like you're mashing, you're doing something right.
I will admit, this does look a bit more like mashed potatoes than when we do it in the food processor. But that might have something to do with the butter and cream cheese. This is pretty mashed. Next step is to put it in an appropriately sized casserole dish. We have this, I'm going to use, and I'm going to spray it because it goes in for 30 minutes. Okay. So I don't want it to get all stuck to my dish and be hard to clean. So I need to wash my hands. Alright, let's get it in the dish. I'm going to get the extra off of here first.
So what do you think? Did you appropriately choose your dish?
I mean, I had no choice. I feel like maybe it could go in a smaller dish. So, I mean, you're supposed to bake it for 30 minutes, but I feel like this is really thin. So I'm probably only going to do it for maybe 20 and check on it. Just to make sure we're not burning it. I think if you have any of those like little round Crocs.
I have a round Croc.
Not your shoe.
Oh.
I think those would work better.
Like the individual ramekins?
Yeah. Yeah, those would probably be better, but whatever. Okay, let's throw this in for 20 minutes and check on it. Finally done. 20 minutes in the oven, 5 minutes on the broiler on high. And we have the brown top that it's supposed to have. Doesn't look like it's burned to the side, so that's always a plus. So let's get some on the plate. And this does come out to be 6 servings according to the website. So here's a little bit. I'm afraid it's going to be super hot. It's not mashed. It's kind of crunchy.
Kind of crunchy. Well, that's probably part of the Parmesan, though, right?
I mean, it tastes fine.
Tastes.
It's just a little weird texturally.
All right, let me try it. Cauliflower is definitely crunchy, so.
It's not mashed.
No. Doesn't taste bad. Tastes
Yeah,
decent.
I mean,
You don't mind the crunchiness.
it's good.
It's good.
The flavor is good. But
I think we've had before with the cream, and then it kind of changes the consistency to more of that liquefied, whipped potatoes. This is good. I mean, I'd be happy with this for Thanksgiving. I think we could probably improve it.
it's not mashed.
Stacy's probably have issues with the texture.
I'll eat it. I'll eat it.
You gonna eat that?
Yeah, I'll eat it. I'll actually take a little more. It's just
okay.
when you call it mashed, I want it to be mashed.
Did you look at the comments on the video? Because it specifically says in there, somebody says, I'm glad this is not truly mashed. Like, there's still texture to it.
No, I didn't look at the comments.
Always gotta look at the comments, right, guys?
Just make the recipe.
I was talking about our comments.
Oh, I always look at our comments. I don't look at comments on blogs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Anyway.
ours is a blog, too. Technically.
Anyway. That's it for this one.
Yeah, let us know if you give it a try. It's pretty decent. If you hate cauliflower, you probably won't like it.
Well, I don't get any cauliflower flavor
Really?
in this.
I do.
It's just the texture that I get.
I get the texture and a little bit of the taste of the cauliflower, I think.
No, I don't get any cauliflower at all. But I'm going to take my plate and go have some dinner. I got some, what is this again? Tri-tip?
Tri-tip, yes.
Tri-tip that Greg made. Also in the sous vide.
Yes.
Time for some dinner. So that's it for this episode in the Kzoo Keto Side Dishes for Thanksgiving mini-series. Come back tomorrow and see what we have. Till then,
I get to say it?
you get to say it.
I get to say it.
Hurry up.
Stay keto, guys!
That smells. Then we're going to,
Then we're going to go ahead and Cue that possum and eat it. I got a finger hole.
Because it's fun.
Fingers work so much better than
I am not touching this with my bare fingers. Do not need my fingers smelling like garlic. I mean, it's coming through the holes.
I got nothing on that one.
Nothing?
No.